notification bell. I post every now and then. Listen, Congress is thinking about passing a bill where people with no credit, bad credit, no credit history can start getting credit cards. What did I tell you? They're looking to build the Ponzi. We gave people houses that could not afford houses before 2008 housing crash because they needed to keep the economy going. What do you think is going to happen? I'm telling you, don't fall for it. Stack your money, invest. Don't be a part of the sheep mentality. Be careful with this. Have an emergency fund to help you retire wealthy. If you don't have a fully funded 6 months to a year emergency fund, okay, of all your bills, sit down and you do a budget. You don't have $2,000 in cash on a picture frame underneath a mattress, an account or something just for emergencies. You blow some tires, your car compressor goes. You shouldn't be buying brand new cars, boats, RVs. People make 50 grand a year but drive a $50,000 BMW, $60,000, $70,000 BMW. You can't afford that car. I make way more than, let's just say 150 plus. And I drive a Hyundai and have a used Corvette. No car payments. The people need to understand, and yes, I am throwing some numbers out there for you because I just want you to have an idea of I can drive all these expensive new cars, but why? They're eventually going to get old and they're going to be used. You want to buy a car after 2 years of depreciation? That's when it starts to come down, where it starts to lose a substantial amount of value after 2-3 years. You can get.
If I hear another naysayer tell me Neo was gonna drop, I'd be done slap somebody in the head, smack some. What the hell you want with?
Me is going to do a correction. All the free money that was printed. You got a lot of people with all these cars. The Louis Vuitton sales went through the roof. RVs. People thought we were never going to travel again. Since COVID, I've been out the country 7 times. And people are buying RVs thinking that they're never going to travel again. Listen. Right now, I'm dividend investing. I'm dividend investing because I want extra income to supplement my other investments where I don't have to touch my investments in like the S&P 500, my annuity from work, my Roth IRA. I want to try to get maybe 350,000, who knows, or maybe even 500,000 over the next 10, 15 years. I'll be 55 of just dividend stocks, high paying dividend stocks that have been around for 50 years, 100 years, that raise their dividends. Now, the high home values, the high car prices, the high used car prices, high groceries, and nobody's paying attention to this. Everybody's just going through life, yeah. No one's even paying attention to this. And then when something happens, it's their fault.
Yo, we had us a crash. That Trump crash is here. The tariff crash is here. It's not getting no better.
Winter came, the grasshopper had no food and found itself dying of hunger. While it saw the ants distributing every day corn and grain from the stores they had collected in the summer.
Their fault. It's the government's fault. It's their fault. No, it's your fault, stupid. I'm talking to you guys. Stupid. What are you doing with your money right now? Okay? What are you doing with your money? How much money do you have saved up for an emergency? How much? 500? 1,000? How far is that going to get you during an emergency? Do you think the government's going to keep bailing you out forever? It's not going to happen. They're looking at what you idiots are purchasing. They're looking at, oh, wow. Here's new cars at record numbers. There's, homes. Oh, well, we're rebounded nicely. Yeah, Let's jack up interest rates on them. When you least expect it, they're going to jack it up on you. When you got that vacation plan that you can't afford on that credit card that you shouldn't have opened, we're going to jack it up on them. And then what? Inflation, when you get a lot of free money thrown at you from the government in a form of stimulus. Now, this happened back in the 70s, and the person who was the chairperson of the Fed was a guy named Paul Volcker. Now, he is what Jerome Powell is now. He was back in the 80s. Now, we are very sensitive people these days, okay? We hate seeing high interest rates, but believe it or not, you need interest rates to go up to help battle inflation. Do you know how you get rid of inflation? You crash the markets. The markets are going to crash eventually, okay? Now, that's how you get rid of inflation. In 2008, $7.1 trillion evaporated because the markets crashed. That's how you hone back in all that free money you gave out. That's how you crash the markets. What they want to do is keep kicking the can down the road, where we're going to keep interest rates low. All this bullshit of the supply chain issues, we created it. We shut down the country. All we did was shut down the world, create a bottleneck.
This is the view of the condo that we purchased. So, when you sacrifice buying stupid penny stocks and stupid
stock, a lot of you have been asking about it. Yes, it's NCGO. INSG is the ticker symbol, NCGO, and it is in
meme stocks, and you're not purchasing stupid, all type of stocks where you're just losing money and it's hype, and you guys are chasing stocks that are popular on social media. You can actually invest in great companies that pay dividends. And you know what happens when you buy a condo and you put that big down payment? Okay, guess what happens? Your dividends pay your association fees. Your dividends pay your utilities. That's why I tell you guys, stop investing in stupid stocks that don't pay you.
Video for you today. You're going to get a tour of $1 million waterfront real estate abroad. I'm Larry of the No Regret Show. Every now and then I get comments like this. So you don't day trade? Here's the thing, I'm 43 years old. Day trading is not new. I learned, and here's what I learned. If there was a shortcut to getting wealth, I would have found it already in my early 20s and in my teens. But eventually I had to realize me being my own worst enemy in life could be my best asset. Let me say that again to you. Me realizing me being my own worst enemy in life, once I realized that, can be my greatest asset. Without further ado, check it out. That is the view. Now, a lot of people might not know this, but we actually bought this property at late 2021. We actually bought this at the perfect time. This is what it looked like before we did all the furniture. You see how that table was there, and you see all the boxes. You see the wire that was once hanging down, and now that chandelier is there. This chandelier, believe it or not, is heavier than you think. We had to hire a crane to bring it up over the side, and we